I think we really are at a turning point. It is up to us on the left to sort of unite and to fight together. And the chants that came from there were, if we fight, we win. You know, it is hard. It's going to be really, really difficult for us to make that threshold, as Dave said, but we have to do it. We don't have a choice. So for us as the National Education Union, we're entering into a pay dispute coming up, and it isn't just about pay. We've got a real serious problem in our profession around recruiting and retaining teachers, and people are starting to see that. You know, most people are associated with education in some way, whether it's their children, grandchildren, or they're in education themselves. People know that, you know, we have multiple teachers in primary school, teachers in secondary teaching outside their subject, curriculums are narrowed, and for September, when we're looking at recruiting teachers, the targets are nowhere near being met. We've got 40 physics teachers registered to start in September. That's 2% of the target nationally, and 133 maths teachers. And so we've got half of the teacher training places. So it's not just a fight about my pay and our pay. This is a fight for education, I see this. And retaining teachers as well. The figures, I think we'll all know, a quarter leave within 2 years and 40% leave within 10 years. So, you know, it's linked workload and pay. As that situation becomes worse, pay becomes more of a concern. I'm on the top of my pay scale at the moment. I've been teaching 10 years. I'm a single mum. I've got 2 teenagers at home, and I am struggling to pay the bills and to find the money at the end of the month. And sometimes I find it hard to say, but you know, this is a graduate profession. And when I look at what I can earn in the private sector, you know, the gap has narrowed over the last 9 or 10 years. And stress is a real issue as well. That's why we're hemorrhaging staff. So it isn't just a fight for pay, it is a fight for education. So I've changed my notes from what I was going to say tonight, because as you may know, the STRB have reported their recommendations. The government are going to offer us 5%, which to come this late in the term, we gave our evidence to them back in January time. It shows a complete lack of respect for our profession. So our campaign is around valuing education and value educators, and it was interesting to hear Gaz speaking as well about and Peter's question to Gaz about that community sense. We really do need the community behind us in this fight. I've already been questioned many times, you know, kids have missed so much school, how can you talk about going on strike? We can't not do it, because this is for those children's education. They're not getting properly educated because we're not keeping the staff. My wage has dropped a fifth in real terms in the last 10 years. So the announcement today, as I say, they've offered us 5%. We think that we've moved them from the 3% that they were talking about through the campaigning that we've already done. But when we're looking, as you know, RPI at 11.7%, that's a further near 7% in real terms to my cut, which is worse than the freeze that we had last year. So in September, we will be balloting. We'll go into an indicative ballot early September with our teaching members. It is going to be tough, as Dave said. We've just previously come out of a ballot, so we have got some data and stuff that we're going to work on. But you know, we've got meetings all over the summer of our executive moving this forward, ready to go early September, because it is important we've got staff back in school when we head to that. But it is about all education professionals as well. Talking to a colleague today, she's a support staff member. She works one-to-one with a child. She does some really important work. She works from 7:30 in the morning till 4:30 at night, and she's taking home, she's on £12,000 a year. And she said to me today, I can't afford to keep this job. And she's absolutely fantastic working with a really vulnerable child that needs her. So we do want to work with other unions. We want to work with other unions who represent support staff as well as ourselves. It is about coordination, and it's about solidarity across the left of all of our unions. And I think this is why tonight is really important as well. And just before I finish, very briefly, if it's okay, I just want to point you towards Strike Map, which I know we've discussed before. But it's a really, really good tool for sharing solidarity, and it relies on people informing, you know, uploading and telling them that action is happening. The website did go down because there was so much traffic, and I think that is because we are heading to this summer of discontent that we're talking about. So the NEU have made a big donation towards that to get them to redo their website. But I would urge everyone, if you can, get your trade council to affiliate, get your union branch to affiliate. You can affiliate as an individual as well, because they do need regular income. And I have asked our action committee, because it's not just the national pay ballot that we're going to be heading into, we have had action around pensions in some of our independent schools that's been really successful recently. So I've asked our action committee to make sure that all action that NEU is taking is uploaded onto StrikeMap. So if you have any influence over your trade union, then please do the same as well. And yeah, thank you for listening. I've got a few, I'll answer any questions, and I am very much fired up and ready for the fight and this summer of discontent. So I might see you on a picket line soon.